Too many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. 1, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections Movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Divine Connection Marketing is a 500 Fortune company that can always connect you to the right connection. Check them out.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections Magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections Magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections Magazine.
Great day, everyone, and welcome to Divine Connections Show. I am your host, Deloris Williams, and I am excited and delighted that you are here on today. There are a lot of great things going on, a lot of positive things going on, and we are here to make it happen and share with you what good things are going on. So Divine Connection is a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance moms, vendors, pastors, authors, anyone that is doing something great in the community. And then twice a year, we host an event where we bring in choirs, praise dance moms, vendors, anyone that's doing positive things in the community. And we come together, we network, worship, and we celebrate. And then we also do the podcast on Wednesday, which is here from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., sharing with you great individuals that's out there making it happen. And then finally, we also have our app now, which I'm so excited about. You can now go to your Apple Store or your Google Store and download Divine Connections Magazine app. All right. So click that in, put that information. I'm excited about that. We're going to do some great things so we can be right there on individuals' phones. So when they need to know about events or positive things or need some motivation, some spoken word, we will be there for them. Need some business connections, gospel connections, all of that will be on Divine Connections Magazine app. So I am excited about that. And I am looking for ambassadors. So if you are an expert into what you do, if you're kingdom minded, you make it happen, you have a good resource and connections, we want to connect with you. I'm at about 20 ambassadors right there. My goal is to have 100, and we're going to take this and we're going to make it happen and give people what they need and the resources that they need. Okay. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to do that. And right now we're going to go to our sponsors. We also have sponsorship. If you have a 30-second commercial already done and you're approved, we'll put you on this show that we have on Wednesdays before or after the show, so we can share with people who you are and what you do. And that's only $150 to be a sponsor. So if you're in, and that runs 3 months. And if you're interested, please let us know. But for right now, let's tune into our sponsor.
To love is to protect the ones you love, with whom you laugh every morning, who are there to listen to you and wipe your tears in the most difficult moments, are your companions forever. The reason to live harder every day. Have you thought about how to protect them and protect yourself when one is missing? We know the most important thing is your family's peace of mind, so you and your family can dedicate this time to honor and celebrate the life of your loved one. Over the last 70 years, we have been there. Our funeral assistance plans can protect up to 7 people, regardless of your relationship, in a safe and affordable way. Our services include funeral services in the coverage areas, transfer of the deceased to a local funeral home, cemetery or crematorium within the United States, transfer of the deceased to the country of origin in the coverage area, airline ticket for the plan holder to attend the service of his or her loved one. Protecting your family with a beautiful gesture of love.
Awesome. We definitely want you to protect your family. So let's get into it. So, how do you stay connected with Divine Connections? Subscribe to our email address, which is on our website at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. That keeps you updated with the news and the events and everything that's going on. We are also on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. We're on Instagram at Divine Connections. And we also on YouTube, we have a YouTube channel at The Divine Connection. So make sure you go and subscribe and click that notification button as well. So excited. Our magazines are out this quarter. So if you have not got your copy of Divine Connections magazine, make sure you get your copy. A lot of resources, connections, a lot of things going on. This event is the SIMP, which is Christians in the Marketplace. They are going to have an event in November 19th, 18th and 19th. So definitely check out different resources, connections, all of that is in the magazine. You can get a hard copy or you can get a digital copy as well. And again, as I was talking about earlier, sponsorship, if you have a 30-second commercial for your business or your ministry, I would love to check it out. And if it's approved and you want to do a 3-month agreement for only $150, we can have you run your ad run on this broadcast as well. If you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial, we also create those as well. Custom videos just for you, whether it's your business, your ministry, your book, your gospel group, your event. We love making it happen and we would love to serve you. If you have not done so already, make sure you go get a copy of my book called The Key Connector, How to Build an Empire Helping People, because that is what I do with the help of the Lord. So if you haven't got your book yet, go check it out. Also, we have our journals as well. It's called Making It Happen. So we write the vision, make it plain, execute, and then we celebrate. And so this is just a product that you can take to remind you of you are making it happen and you are Divine Connections, and put your visions and your ideas here, and then your accomplishments as well. Okay. We also have a store where we have t-shirts and pillows and hoodies and jackets, branding with the Divine Connections, because you are Divine Connections. So go check the store out, click on all products so you can see all of our products in the store. And it's getting cold, so you guys, we got a jacket that is awesome, so go check that out. All right, awesome. And then last but not least, a couple of things we have already won. We won the print and press media, all right, Rhythm of Gospel Award. So congratulations to everybody. We won that. That was in June. Now, also in July, we won the S&M Magazine of the Year Divine Connection Award. And so you guys, there we go. All right. And so you guys, we are voting one more time. We have I've been nominated one more time for Media Publication of the Year, right? For the Dunamis Gospel Award. All right. So go to that link, go to Media Publication of the Year, click on Divine Connection and submit. And it's unlimited. We have about 8 more days to get the votes in. It's called DunamisGospelAwards.org. And you can go right to that category, click on Divine Connection and submit. All right. I will greatly appreciate your vote. Awesome. So I am excited because we have a special guest on the line, and he's going to share some great things with you. So let's go ahead and bring him on in. Help me welcome Mr. Harold Singletary. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Deloris, for having me today.
Oh, you are very welcome. Glad you are here. So let's get into it. So tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Okay. I love to talk, so let me see if I can put this in a short executive level. But I'm Harold Singletary. I am from Charleston, South Carolina, born and raised. Left after Hurricane Hugo, but I am glad to be back home, bringing impact. I am a certified accountant by trade.
Okay.
I would say I'm a highly creative, self-motivated business professional
Yes.
with account management, 25 years of corporate accounting experience, and I
Hmm.
am a serial entrepreneur. So I own a tax and accounting firm that's been running for 20 years, but
Nice.
also have a consulting company. And one of the companies I'm excited to talk about with you today is Brightmont Farms. But
Hmm.
I love to bring consistent energy and
Yes.
focus to my management team. We have a proven track record, and I'm definitely a people oriented leader. My vision is embedded in the Brightmont blueprint, and I'm here to create motivational experiences, opportunities for minority farmers,
Mm.
with a circular economy model based on the principles of integrity,
Yes.
transparency,
Yes.
compliance, and also social and environmental sustainability. Um,
Hmm.
so, just a little overview before I get running off on my conversation.
I love it. I love it. You are here for the people. So let's get into it. So let's talk about when did you get started? What made you start with the farm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So coming from generational farmers, I'll tell you a quick
Mm.
story.
Sure.
Right Ma is my ancestor.
Hmm.
She was enslaved on a plantation in Monk's Corner, owned by the Balls family. It's documented in a book called Slaves in the Family. My family's in the Smithsonian in DC. There was a Time magazine article. And back in 95, Oprah Winfrey had a show with my family on it and Ed Ball about
Hmm.
his book.
Hmm.
So when I walked onto this heirs property land in 2017, trying to figure out how was I going to create generational wealth and an opportunity, I could not move forward without naming it after her,
Yeah.
because Brightma was the first to put her hands in the soil.
Hmm.
Coming from generational farmers that knew their trade, um, but not really having access to funding, financing, business structure.
Yeah.
That's where God led me. I'm an
Yeah.
accountant, and He saw that opportunity for me. I was great with numbers. And so we launched in 2018, and we're a vertical indoor grow company, but we provide advanced genetics, industrial hemp processing, and solutions from seed to manufacturing. So when people ask, "Are you in agriculture?" I tell them, "Yes, I am," but we're an ag tech innovation company. We're bringing disruptive technologies that will bring a triple bottom line, where we put people and the planet before profit.
I love it. I love it. And doing health and wellness right now are woo.
Yeah.
How they say back in the day, when you could eat certain foods and it have nutrition in it, and now they put all these chemicals in it, and
Yep.
then you have all this high blood pressure and diabetes and
Yes,
all
man.
that good stuff. Well, not good stuff, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
All that
Yeah.
stuff in our food. So that is awesome, awesome. So you can grow food on the inside as well and teach people how to do that.
Totally. So I'll tell you, we are a industrial hemp company. So we're
Okay.
in the hemp and cannabis industry, but more in the sustainable. That beautiful blouse you have on could be made from hemp. We're
Mm-hmm.
working in bioplastics. So, when you just talked about eating toxic materials or chemicals, we're
Mm-hmm.
eating plastic. Like plastic is in our food. So,
Mm-hmm.
we're creating bioplastics, utilizing hemp for automotive, aeronautical, consumer goods, textile, biofuel, utilizing hemp. This is a miracle plant, and as you stated before, we come from people that treated themselves with herbs.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Big Pharma has changed that scope. They know if they got you on 3 medicines, they got you for the rest of your life,
That part.
because you're now not treating illnesses, you're treating kind of the pills that you're taking, right, and the side
Right.
effects that come from it. We do have to change the narrative, but
Yeah.
we work in ag tech innovation. We're connected to historically Black colleges and universities. We're
Mm-hmm.
working with NASA and government agencies. And I just got off a call today where we're trying to implement uh, vertical growing opportunities, container growing opportunities in food deserts, I-95 corridor of shame, because farming is a dying generation too. The youth
Mm-hmm.
don't want to put their hands in the soil. We have to educate them about why we need to put our hands in the soil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I was started to do little things like I think broccoli and
Hmm.
spinach and collards, and I had to mix the dirt with the maneuver and
That's
make
right.
sure all that's mixed up
That's right. That's
together.
right.
Yeah, and but I enjoy that, and then I love watching it grow, and then I had to figure out, yeah, I don't know, what these little green worms start eating the stuff. Then
Yeah. Yeah.
then I
And,
had to get somebody to give me seven dust and
yep.
spray
Yeah.
to keep
Yeah.
the bugs
Keep
away. And
the
I was like,
bugs
okay, now
down.
it's
Yeah.
growing bright. And I was like, okay, so I am learning.
Yeah, and it
I'm learning.
starts there. Like everyone should have a community garden or some access to green vegetables or
Yeah.
plant-based material and food. But we want to be able to show that plants, which is the seed of life, can
Mm,
change the narrative in our climate impact. From the water levels changing, the heat, and all of this affects how we cultivate for various markets. But it's exciting to be in the space that we're in and aggregating an opportunity for the next generation of thought leaders to see how plants can integrate within production and manufacturing.
yeah, I know I was excited. Even though I was growing the plants, I was also looking at my life. Like, okay, I have the dirt, I have the soil, I have the water, I have the sun, and then
No
watch it grow.
excuses, right?
Right. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay, so like what seeds have I planted? And even though like because I'm still learning, the little worms got to it and it
yeah,
seemed like it killed all the little things that I was a little upset. But then the same plant, when I went through kept
rejuvenating.
watering it, yeah. And I was
Yeah.
like, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. The seed of
Yeah.
life. So it's
Yeah.
just like you said, finding opportunities, understanding soil maintenance and water quality. As I say, we have an indoor grow which is fully automated. We run
Mm-hmm.
it from our computers. We have a weather station there. We have a well on campus. We pH our water in balance, so our
Mm-hmm.
plants are getting quality nutrients, and we de-risk what the outdoor would bring to a climate that's indoors. So
Mm-hmm.
just excited to navigate opportunities and as stated earlier, with the historically Black colleges being able to
Mm-hmm.
integrate within their systems so that youth can see not just in plant botany, but all the way through manufacturing and engineering. There is a space where you can work in and
Mm-hmm.
also be environmentally friendly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
we're excited to be South Carolina industrial hemp stakeholders and
Yeah.
bringing these opportunities to our community.
So you're stakeholders as well.
Yeah, we are like I'm the CEO and founder, but we are leading South Carolina as far as industrial hemp applications.
Okay.
We're working with BMW and Volvo within our state, but even outside of our state. So we connect dots. I like to tell
Yeah.
people when we walk in the room, many times I'm not sitting there for my team or myself. We're
Mm-hmm.
sitting for those that can't be in those spaces, and we
Right.
bring those opportunities back. I said earlier, we created a circular economy model. It is farmer centered. So the farmers are at the center of everything we do in our supply chain, and we look to bring impact.
Yeah. I wish they would, and they may do it now, I don't know, but like when I was in college, have those classes, that we can take those skills and as we leave college or whatever,
Yeah.
keep those skills with us and learn it. Like this would be a great class and educator, for healthier eating and feeling better and body and exercising and what's good for you. So like this is a season, this is October, right? And so what is a good plant or what is good to plant during this time or
Well, you
season?
figure you're coming in the cold months. We're coming into Thanksgiving. Everybody's gonna have the rutabagas and the cabbages and collard greens sitting on the flock.
Yeah.
Um, your fruits and vegetables are more in the spring season.
Okay.
But I would say as you look at these opportunities, also reach out to the research extensions. We have 19 1890 land grant research extensions. The
Mm-hmm.
moral activate brought the 1890s alive, which was the birth of the historically Black colleges.
Mm-hmm.
So South Carolina State is our 1890 for South Carolina, North Carolina A&T,
Okay.
FAMU, Tuskegee. All of these schools have information to share with the community
Mm.
on vegetative crops, on just cultivation in general. So I say start there for anybody inquisitive. They
For sure.
also have community programs where they engage with the community.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I would send people for information. But You also have your large R1 universities, which are like the Clemson
Mm-hmm.
University. They are an 1860 land grant, 1862 land grant school. So, all of them have access resources that you can tap into. You
Yeah.
can walk on their campus, even like you said, Dolores, oh, I had these green bugs. Well,
Yeah.
you can call South Carolina State Research Extension of Clemson, describe what you have, and they'll tell you the solution. So don't ever
Awesome.
think you have to do, that process of learning on
Mm-hmm.
your own.
I love that. I love that. So, what has been the most productive when it comes to your farming?
I would say we provide advanced genetics to farmers. So we
Mm-hmm.
breed using AI and machine learning for end use applications. As I said earlier,
Oh,
we're
technical
we're a
part.
tech innovation
That's
company,
right. Mm-hmm.
but we love to provide rooted clones to farmers. We are in the health and wellness in the CBD space, but more we're trying to champion how do we impact our community and bring
Mm-hmm.
sustainability. As you can hear now from the Hill in DC, mandates, executive orders, climate smart, funding, climate smart farming,
Mm-hmm.
greener materials and manufacturing. Right now we have a push for more EV cars on the road. When we look at it, I understand with the CO2 creation from combustible, but EVs are being powered by lithium and cobalt. Those are finite earth mineral resources. That's not the total solution. So we still have to be creative in our space. And so these are the type of disruptive technologies and innovations we look to work alongside cluster partners. And that's what Bright Mile Farms is about, aggregating change in narrative and providing sustainable tech solutions to our market. So bioplastics, biofuel,
Yeah.
green energy, health and wellness aspects, you know, that's our lane. But I'll say also in our industry, it was an industry that was demonized along with people. So
Mm-hmm.
changing that narrative is not always an easy road. And when I say I'm a stakeholder, we have our bruises and
Yeah.
nicks from standing in place of trying to change that narrative. So yeah.
I'm sure. So with the AI system, you can go to your computer and explain a little bit of that
Yeah.
technical part of
So
planning.
we did a project with South Carolina State this past cultivation and harvest season, hemp
Mhm.
season, and we brought over probably 100 different genetic varietals from our geneticists in Switzerland. We put them in the ground so that we could do data mapping, and
Mhm.
we have the AI algorithm in our computer system that will take that data and help us speed up the breeding from what is normally 20 to 25 years to 3 years. And this is
Mhm.
why we use technology so that we
Mhm.
can advance the opportunities. So from that AI algorithm, data mapping, genomic prediction, we're allowed to use the machine learning to help us find the specific genetic varietal that works best in South Carolina, no matter if you're in the low country, Midlands, or upstate. It's about the data mapping and understanding soil, water, weather, and all of the variables that can change how we get a better yield.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah,
And I had a question, Lord, and I forgot it already.
that's all right.
Um, what has there been something that you thought you were planning and maybe something else came up, like something creative or something you didn't expect? I'm just curious.
Yeah, no. Well, one variable, especially early on, we were all grabbing genetics from regions that weren't kind of our region. It could have been Poland, it could have been China, it could have been Europe, because those countries didn't demonize this plant as much. And that also gave farmers a risk because,
Hmm.
we're regulated at a 0.3% TAC. Well, many people thought they were growing hemp and they were growing cannabis. So, yeah, it was a part of that process, which is why we got into genetic research so that
Hmm.
we could de-risk that for farmers and that they could be successful.
Awesome, awesome. So the services that you provide now to individuals, colleges, let's go over that just a little bit.
Yeah, so I would say, we to farmers specifically because you have to have a license to work with hemp or the hemp crop.
Hmm.
We've been licensed since 2017. Um, we work with providing advanced genetics for farmers that are licensed.
Hmm.
We do a lot of university research so that we can go from pilot to scale into different markets. And
Hmm.
we like to integrate where we can bring K-12 and STEM and high school all the way through college to show them
Okay.
a pathway. where we just formed a nonprofit. We're looking to build out and do a lot of training so that every vertical market that we're in, we're bringing the next generation with us.
I love that.
But, we work closely with Fortune 500 companies all the way down to the youth. And as I stated earlier, there's not a segment in our supply chain from seed to manufacturing that we are not covering.
I love that. I love that. So if somebody wanted to contact you for information, how do they connect with you?
Yeah, I highly recommend contacting me by email, harold@brightmilefarms.com, or you can search me on LinkedIn, Harold Singletary. And I'm excited to kind of navigate opportunities, continue conversations, and put you in the rooms that brings impact to your community directly. So it's about expanding territories, and I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. Anything else you want to share that you have coming up that maybe I didn't cover?
My executive team is actually headed back from Barbados. Actually, today we are Barbados Parliament as a sister city to Charleston. We were over there expanding territories for Bright Mile Farms. We have an upcoming NASA conference next week in Puerto Rico. And I'm actually on the panel at the National Minority Supplier Diversity Conference, which is in New Orleans. So I will be down there at the end of the month and looking to ignite imaginations again and close out the fourth quarter with highly motivated opportunities. So, the one thing I'll leave to everybody, and just like you, Deloris, you're highly motivated. And obviously, Divine Connection was a dream that you were able to plant a seed and sow. For everyone that has a dream, let no one shine darkness on your dream. Test drive all dreams, for tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Stay high speed, low drag.
I love that. Look, I was going to say give us words of encouragement, but you just did it.
That was it. I felt it coming, Deloris.
Awesome. Anything else before we leave? That was awesome.
Not at all. I wish you much success and continued blessings. Thank you for connecting. And I look forward to seeing you in my path and journey as we continue doing good things.
Awesome. Love that. Listen, thank you for being a guest on today. I appreciate you. Hold tight. We're going to go to our sponsors, but this is my guest. Y'all stay connected with him. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. Hold tight.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution, so get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.